Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new video here on YouMadBros. I'm sorry for the roughly 1 month long hiatus, but we have returned for a video just before Christmas. I believe as I'm recording this it is just gone midnight, so now it is the 23rd of December. By the time you guys see this it may even be Christmas or after Christmas, and 2020 will finally be almost over and we can hopefully go into a better year with 2021. But since the upcoming lockdown and all the other things that we're going to go back into, I don't see it being better for the first half of the year, other than the saving grace, which is all the amazing games that are coming out to the PS5. Hopefully in the first quarter to first half of next year we'll have something to keep our minds off it while we're at home. The game we are specifically talking about today is Demon's Souls, where I believe I have found one of, if not the best, soul farm that is in the game. I have spent a few hours looking and I cannot find one remotely as good as this. The only thing you will need for this is a bow. You don't even really need archery level upgraded at all, but since I'm currently doing an archery only run, well, an archery and dagger only run for my second playthrough, my New Game Plus playthrough, I thought I would just level grind here and upgrade my bow a bit. So yes, currently you go up to the second arc stone on, it's either arc or arch, I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce it, I'm going to say arc stone. You go up to the second one on the right and we are looking to go to the ritual path. Now, it is probably the quickest EXP/soul farm I've ever found. Literally, all you need to do when you spawn in after killing the Adjudicator is drop down to the level below and run back here and you are at the soul farm. There is a man here who sells ammunition, arrows, like all the good stuff you're going to need for this, and simply all you have to do is look over the edge of here and shoot the Reaper there. For me it takes 3 arrows because obviously doing an archery build, and then in the top right you will see your souls go absolutely ham. As you can see there, I got 10,000 souls. It takes about 100,000 souls for me to gain a level at the level I'm currently at. Let's just check. But yes, 104,000, so I would literally just need to kill him 10 times, but as it takes about 20 seconds each way if you're actually sprinting and, like, you know, just fully dedicating to this, that means I can gain 1 level roughly every 5 to 10 minutes, which you might think is slow, but considering I'm about 40 levels over what I should be currently this bit, the runs were taking about a minute or two to gain me a EXP level when I first started. I was level 85 I believe before I started doing this EXP farm to test out if it was any good, and in about an hour I got from 85 to 127, so you can see the full power of this. I went up about 30 player levels. It is ridiculous. Yeah guys, there isn't really much I can say other than that, to be fair. You just run down. There is this man here who you can talk to, and he does indeed sell you healing items. He sells you the bow that you're going to need for this, and 4 different kinds of arrows, I believe. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure he says 5 different kinds of arrows. Fire arrows, light arrows. I choose the light arrows just because they're quite obviously not that heavy to carry, and I can just bulk buy them in like the 100. But yeah, it takes a couple minutes just to go up a level here. It is by far the most efficient farm I've found. It does fluctuate, so sometimes he will give you 10 grand, sometimes he gives you 9 grand, sometimes he gives you 11 grand. There are also ways to make this better. I was getting about 8 grand before I put on the Ring of Avarice, and what the Ring of Avarice is, it is simply a ring that gives you obtain more souls when slaying enemies. I believe, I cannot remember the exact, it's either a 15 or a 20% increase to the souls, so I was getting about 8 grand, now I'm getting about 10 grand, so it's about 20% jump, I'd say, in how many souls you get. But yes, the Ring of Avarice, I believe you can buy it in the prison of Hope I believe it's called. There is a prisoner there if you unlock her cell. She does sell one for I think 50,000 souls, which when you're doing this EXP farm that will take you a few minutes to get. I remember seeing the original price of it and being like, yeah, I'm never going to have that amount, that is a stupidly high like price tag, and then I remember just after one run of this getting about 8 grand being like, okay, yeah, I will have it in a few minutes and go back there and buy it. But I'm also very confused as to where I got the Ring of Avarice, because I'm not 100%, because that was the only place I remember seeing one, and then I remember checking my inventory at some point and one was just kind of there. I must have picked it up from somewhere, but I currently have no idea where I got it from. Apart from that, if I can figure out where I actually picked up the Ring of Avarice in the second playthrough, I will put it somewhere in the description or the comments below of where you can pick one up if you do not have the souls to buy one and do not want to do this soul farm before getting the ring. Yes, there could be, I do not know as of yet, but there could be more ways to buff your souls. Like in Dark Souls 3 there was a shield that when you held the shield it increased souls drops on top of the ring that increased souls drops. So if there is a similar shield or weapon in the Demon's Souls remake that also gives you increased souls, then feel free to use that as well. That will just exponentially increase how much you get. But just while talking here I've gained pretty much half of a player level and I've been kind of like checking the store and doing other things. Normally I'll just be have on Spotify and just be pure sprinting like full stamina. if you guys want to have a quick look at my character, so I can show you guys what we got. I will also have another video coming out at some point as well about how easy the Demon Souls remake is when compared to the other Souls games, because personally I think this is not only the easiest Demon Souls, or well, the easiest Soulsborne, Sekiro Soulsborne, I don't know what the term is anymore, there have been quite a few plus Elden Rings coming out, I don't know what the new term is going to be, but the kind of like Soul series, this is not only the easiest one, but I don't even fully think it's hard enough to be classified as one. Of course it is, but like, I think I died 10 times in total in my first playthrough to bosses, about 6 to invaders, and then yeah, that is usually how much I would die to individual bosses in the other Souls games, and that was my collective deaths on. I'd never played the original Demon Souls either. This was going into it completely raw, having not seen anything, and I died only just in the double digit amounts, and if you don't count multiplayer kills, then I died 10 singular times to bosses and about 10 times to normal enemies across the entire game, which when compared to something like Dark Souls 1, the first game I ever played, just Gwyn, Lord of Cinders, took me I think 40 something attempts to kill. Bosses like Taurus Demon and stuff like that, since I was really early out, took me like 20-30 attempts. The Bell Gargoyles, Quelaag, so many bosses took me so many attempts. Dark Souls 3 I finished about 8 times, and I still have to do like 5 or 6 attempts on some of those bosses like the Nameless King and Pontiff, and enemies like that still take me several tries before I actually manage to kill them, even though I'm level like 200, 300, those are like really hard. Whereas this is, the most a boss killed me was the final boss, the King, who I believe killed me 3 times, and it's because the first 3 attempts I was slow rolling, because I had the starting armor on for the whole playthrough. I literally went through the first playthrough as well, only being able to slow roll. I could not quick roll for the entire playthrough. I didn't really feel a need, as most enemies telegraph the attacks or really slow walks, you could just kind of jog around them, you didn't really need to roll. But the last boss was quick enough that I started having problems. He killed me 3 times. I thought, yeah, without quick rolling this isn't going to happen. So I literally just took off my chest piece and took him out that way. I just switched to a different armor set, took off the armor I was currently wearing, switched to a lighter armor set, and beat him on the first try with the quick roll, because then obviously his attacks were just not hitting me at all. But yes guys, that about wraps it up for this video. I will hopefully have a video out. I doubt it'll be before Christmas, it will be after Christmas, but it will be a look at the difficulty on this game and why I think this is without a doubt ridiculously, just this EXP farm alone is one of the reasons, but like just the easiest Souls game by not even a close margin. I don't even know what the easiest one is before this, probably either Dark Souls 1 or something else, but yes guys, that will about do it for this video. After Christmas there should be some videos on the games I hopefully will be getting for Christmas. I believe I am getting Little Big Planet because I have been told that, so Sackboy A Big Adventure, I may have a video out on that of my first impressions or a review on that. Assassin's Creed Valhalla is another one I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on, so you guys will have a PS5 review of Assassin's Creed Valhalla coming out. I will most likely be doing a full review of Demon Souls as well, including like what I think of the difficulty, as well as just generally what I think of the game as a whole. But yes, currently this is my character. Endurance, Dexterity are the ones I'm focusing on since I'm doing an archery playthrough and I wanted to be able to quick roll, so I'm just putting every point into Endurance currently. But I'm literally about maybe a fifth of the way through New Game Plus 1, and I'm already level 127 with like 50 in some of the stats, nearly 50 in 2 of the stats. This was about until like this should have been like 3rd playthrough stats, but with the CXP farm it's just absurd. Like I've nearly gained a full level in this video and I'm about 30 over my friend who's at the same point in the playthrough as me. And I'm about to gain another level in just a few minutes, and this is while like also running around and talking and doing other things. But yeah, so there should be a Sackboy video. Leave a comment of course on any PS5 stuff you want me to talk about, if you just want me to talk about how the PS5 is as a console, or if you guys want me to talk about any of the new games I get, or ask for reviews, or tips, or tricks, or any of that kind of stuff. Guys want me to ask some playstyles that I prefer doing on this game, or any help with Demon Souls, because of course I've barely died on it, so if you guys are struggling, I can obviously help out with that. Yeah, so any video ideas or anything else you'd like to see down below, if you just have any general questions for me or anything else, leave those as well. Feel free to leave a comment on any of the videos we've currently made. I would like to get some VR videos going as well in the new year. I currently do not have access to my VR headset. I've gone home for Christmas and all my VR stuff is set up back in my university home, so I currently do not have access to any of my VR stuff. Otherwise I would have liked to maybe finish off the Borderlands 2 VR series, as I was about 1 or 2 episodes off finishing that campaign for the first time in VR, and I would like to have that finished. Just do one more quick run of this because that will gain me a play level. This is obviously with multiple minutes of just standing still and looking at the store and explaining stuff. But yeah, I could have easily gained probably 2 player levels by now. Well, there you go, that's enough souls for a player level. Takes about 10 runs, but a run takes about half a minute, so that's only about 4 to 5 minutes now, and that's when I'm 30 over leveled. It would take about 2, maybe 1 minute if you like only just got there. If you go here the second the playthrough starts, go straight through the skeletons, go to the adjudicator, arch the adjudicator to death. You can be here by level maybe like 10, 15, and then at that level, if I recall, I was getting a level about every run, maybe every 2 kills, because that was when I first did find it was on playthrough 1. Yes, I was getting a level every maybe 2 runs, which is obviously ridiculous, as they take about 30 to 40 seconds. But yes, guys, that'll be it for today's video. Leave a comment down below, but I will see you all in the next video. But for now, peace. Hope you all enjoyed.